This up a little bit.
Oh, hold those you love tight and your glass of wine tighter. We've got dogs in this video. Hello, Doodlebugs. This is a very special video. I have my mom, Kathy, here.
Oh, hi, Mom. Hello, Mary.
Welcome. We also have Arrow and Pula. I'm dog sitting today. You two bite face while we do a video, okay? Yeah. Next question. Question from the trip. Oh, look, there's wine on the laptop. Children, settle down. Oh, this is what it's like. So I went on Twitter and on Instagram and asked if you had any questions for my mom, and we got a bunch of responses. First question is from Chris asking a simple question. How are you?
I'm fine. It was a lovely day, very wind-bound.
City of Illustrations asks, if you could mix two animals to create a new species, what creatures would you mix and what would it be called?
See, that's a hard one for me. The first thought that came to mind is I'm not God, and I'm not an inventor. And so I don't know what I would create.
Good answer.
But it was a good question.
Lauren asking, favorite ice cream cold treat to eat in the summer?
Well, one of my favorite is gelato.
Ooh, yes.
Have you ever had gelato?
Okay, question from Jolly Vera. Do you have any tattoos? And have you ever wanted one? Or have you ever wanted one?
Never. I do not like pain. I don't mind if anybody else has a tattoo, but I would never think of having a tattoo. I just, the older I get, the less pain I want to endure. Maybe when I was young, I liked pain. I liked battle scars, but I don't need that anymore. I like myself the way I am.
Dogs are not tired.
Here we go again.
Which one was mine?
Here we go again.
Question from Z, as in Z Dynamite. Do you have any cute stories about Mary when she was younger? Story time.
Have so many stories, and they're all cute. Boy, if her sister Emily was here, she has 100 cute stories too.
God rest her soul. She's in Duluth.
Yes.
Minnesota.
It's cold there.
Are you smothering Pula?
Oh, yeah, don't do that. That was a cute one. I have that picture of you by the easel.
I remember we used to do, Emily and I, and we had that computer paper that was, it was like one long ream that would fold together, and it's perforated.
And it had all those little holes on the side.
Yeah,
you'll have to Google it and see what it used to look.
Google it. So we would pull out that paper, and we would use it almost like a storyboard. We were trying to create like a Mario Brothers 2D scroller video game level, and so we would just draw out where the bad guys were and the bricks that you jump off of, and then we would use our fingers as the characters running through the levels. Fun like dogs. Fun like dogs. Dan Bull asks, when did you first realize Mary was an artist?
You know, I think all kids, not all kids, but certain kids will start out and they'll be good at like what these dogs are, wrestling. And about the time you reach an age where you have to diverse and really pick something, some kids keep on with whatever it is. And she could draw and listen to the teacher at the same time. And the teacher would test her.
3rd grade, Mr. Schmidtke.
Yep. He would say, I would call on her, and I'd ask her the question, and she knew the answer. And he said, I'd let her draw. She can draw all she wants to because she's listening.
To Mr. Schmidtke.
Yep, to Mr. Schmidtke.
Question from Luka Dmitrievsky. Had to go slow, but I think I nailed it. What did you think when Mary wanted to become a full-time artist? Did I ever decide I was going to be a full-time artist?
I don't know that we ever decided that.
Yeah, I guess the question is, what did you think when I decided to not get a 9-to-5 job?
Right.
When I was like, I'm going to film school.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, you're not going to take freshman English 101? Don't you have to take that? And then she just said, well, no, I'm not going to graduate. I'm just going to take the classes that I really need, and then that's it. It's like, okay. I mean,
you didn't seem to be upset about it.
No, because that's not my decision, you know.
All right, this question is from Erin, who says, hi, Mary's mom. I have a very artsy 9-year-old girl. What tips would you have for moms with autistic children?
Autistic or artist?
Artistic.
Artistic, not autistic.
Artistic.
You just keep giving them more paper, more clay, if that's what they like. Or
just put the things in front of them.
Yeah. You know, every once in a while you come across, okay, maybe your local newspaper has a color the Easter bunny thing, you know, and you see
those contests.
Oh, yeah.
The local banks would have coloring contests.
Yeah, the Easter bunny or the turkey.
Or Christmas trees.
And give it to them, let them color it, you know, and then when they're done with it, well, then you make the effort to turn it in. You never know. You'll win $50 and, you know, put it in a savings account. And then she was into cartooning. And there was a special art school in the cities that had a cartooning. And I was like, well, do you want to do this? Well, then you've got all those $50 and you can pay for it, you know, right then and there. Yeah. And so she actually then had earned it herself, not knowing it. And
I didn't know that. Question from Matthew Riot.
Riaz.
Riaz.
Riaz. Riaz.
Matthew Riaz.
I think.
We hope. Matthew Riaz asks, do you enjoy making art just like your daughter Mary?
I do. I just started. I'm starting a class next week. I think there's 4 sessions with Kate, and she's a retired art teacher.
You like making things.
I do, yeah. And it'll be fun to see what we do. Yeah.
Jessie asks, what's your favorite thing about art and your favorite medium?
When I go visit places, I do like going through art museums, and I'm just amazed at all the things that happened in the past. Well, right now I prefer working with pens and pencils. I'm not too big into color yet because that's too much for me because I'm just sort of getting back into it. For a while it was textile, you know, it was you know, I do like to try to do knots and things like that. Yeah. And I used to knit, you know. I mean, I've done just about everything. You know, you go through phases, which is really fun to see art shows of artists that have been creating for a long, long time, and you see what they did 20 years ago versus, you know, 10 years ago and now, and see the progression. Yeah. You don't stay the same.
And Son the Second asks, Mrs. Doodles, is it nerve-wracking that your child decided to be an artist?
You know, I don't think it's nerve-wracking. That doesn't bother me at all. Because mostly you want people to be happy with whatever they're doing. Aww. You know, some people are meant to be doctors. Some are meant to be lawyers. You know, some are politicians, you know. That's their calling in life. Some are ministers calling. No, it didn't bother me.
And last question is from Evan Larkin.
Evan. We like Evan.
What is the best boxed wine?
And you know, my favorite is Sauvignon Blanc. It's white. But I think I like that Bada box that you get at Total Wine. Oh, that was an advertisement. Evan, you can drop by anytime, but I don't have any right now.
Thank you, Mom, for joining me. Happy Mother's Day. It's early. And thank you for watching. If you have any comments, thoughts, questions, or anything, leave a comment below. And you can follow me on all the social medias at Mary Doodles. Be sure you're subscribed to this channel and that alert button is on so that you know when there's new videos. And thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. Yeah. It's been lovely. Thanks. We'll do it again.
Thank you, dogs, for going to sleep. Bye. Toodly-doo. Bye. No, we're just saying goodbye. You don't need to bark.
Don't bite the cord.
Don't eat the cable. No.
That would not be good.
No. Don't you give me that face.
No, don't.
Arrow.
Be
Arrow.
Good. Good girl. But don't chew.
Good girl.
There.
Good girl.